When you were locked up, a lot of your music kind of, you know what I'm saying, it started gaining more attention. I know at one point Rolling 60s had hit like 300K while you was locked up. You was doing numbers. Yeah, explain how you and Wham linked up for that song and how that song came about. And what's up with the name title?
Fucking Wiz was finna come do a show down here, long story short, you feel me? Wiz was finna, like, long live that boy, like, long live Wiz, you feel me? He was finna come do a show in Daytona, Florida, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know how, like, artists be coming, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, whoever trying to work, you feel me? I'm finna come down there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, tap in. So, like, the promoter that was fucking with Wiz that had booked him, he had to call me. He was like, bro, I done called 5, 6 people. Nobody else saying, like, you feel me? He was like, nobody else saying hot. He was like, bro, I feel like it's gonna do it if you get on that bit, you feel me? But, like, I ain't even finna get too much into this shit, but, like, this how I just know, like, everything happened for a reason, you feel me? Like, bitch, I think I was, like, one of the last people with a song with that man, like, with Wiz, you feel me? Like, if I wouldn't have did that song with him, I wouldn't even have the song with Wiz. I mean, with Wham, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I did that shit with Wiz, you feel me? He was fucking with that shit. He came in that bit, we was at the studio in Daytona. He came in that bit that night, like, you feel me? He came in that bit, he was like, oh, this the song I'm getting on? I was like, yo. He was like, oh, I'm finna gas this bit, you feel me? He got in that bit, did that bit in like 10 minutes. Swear to God. Gas that bit, you feel me? He had to put me on his live and shit, you know what I'm saying? He was fucking with me and shit like that. And then I think he had to let Wham hit that bitch. And then Wham hit me up himself and he was like, boy, that shit gas. Like, shit, I want to get on something, you feel me? And that shit went from there, you know what I'm saying?
Did you expect it? Did you expect it to have that success?
A little bit, but not really. Because I really had to kind of like plan that shit. Like, I don't know, I can't say I planned it, but like, I was already trying to get some shit with Wham, you feel me? Like, I was already tapped in, like, looking at that boy shit, like, when he was with Yak and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was already tapping in with that boy shit, so it's like, for that to happen, that shit was just like, yeah, like, everything fell in place, like, that shit was meant to be a song, you feel me? So I kind of felt like that bitch was gonna go up.
Now, you mentioned everything happens for a reason, and you having that song with Wiz. Speak on you and Wiz's relationship, and then how did his death affect, you know what I'm saying? Did that affect you and everything?
That shit was like, it's like, I ain't even finna flag on here like me and him were close, you feel me? Like, we wasn't even close like that, to be honest. But that boy had done told me, like, boy, you goated, boy, like, boy, I know a goat when I see one, jit, like, you hard, you feel me? Like, boy, you next, like, jit, you gonna blow, you know what I'm saying? He followed me, like, fuck a follow, I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Like, just the fact to even, like, sit there and, like, post my shit, write me back, you know what I'm saying? Like, just tell me I'm next, like, just all that shit, like, that shit motivation, you feel me? From somebody that's already doing it, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, when he passed or whatever, and I had done just did a song with him, that shit, hell yeah, that shit hit me like, what the fuck? Like, that shit was really scary, like I really ain't believe that shit at first, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that shit just crazy. Like, we were supposed to have a show. They still tried to get me to go to the show. I ain't want to go to that shit, like, just cause he wasn't coming and shit, you feel me? So it was just like, yeah, that shit affected me like 100%, like. But I ain't gonna flat like we were close like that, like I said, you feel me?